conference with their medical teams on the ground. Again, this is a daily standard conference that takes place throughout their mission, and they are now moving into
Okay, we copy. Let us know when you are complete.
Yeah, so personally, Earthrise and Earthset,
So it's spray, a very, very fine, almost a mist, and it's 100% continuous. Just wanted to offer those observations. Also, for the opportunistic imaging, there is a
perhaps on fuel. Christina, we copy PCD3. Stand by for a question on the dot. Christina, our question about your venting observations is, was there any point where the primary line venting looked different, i.e. closer to the secondary vent?
question. It continuous spray than the primary was even in the beginning.
Well, thank you.
those group.
plan. The next potential time we would dump is per the timeline in the morning.
Our live filter. Then the lunar targeting plan provides a detailed time. Needs a bright orange suit, and it helps to protect the astronauts on launch day and also in emergency situations and throughout high-risk parts of the mission.
PCD info.
And that call down from NASA astronaut Christina Cook to the team here in Mission Control Houston. The ground does have a loss of forward link right now, which means the crew can communicate down, but Mission Control Houston is unable to communicate up, but this is a planned loss of signal. So again, tomorrow during Flight Day 5, the crew will be performing several different demonstrations for the Orion Crew Survival System suits. So these suits help protect the astronauts on launch day in emergency situations and throughout high parts of the missions near the moon and during the high-speed return to Earth. The suits are managed by a team in the AUX lab here at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, and each suit is tailored to the crew member's anatomy and includes systems for air, food, water, and waste management. And in the event of an emergency, the AUX suits are engineered to sustain life for up to 6 days. So again, during this demonstration tomorrow, the astronauts will practice donning and doffing the suits and weight.
I'm Dustin Gomert. The purpose of this mission is primarily to test out the Orion space duration it can hold. Does pretty much everything involved with processing the suits, designing the suits, qualifying them for the Orion mission. The Orion Crew Survival System, OCSS or OX, is the suit designed to keep the crew safe in an atmosphere, personal atmosphere around their body for launch, entry, landing, but also for long duration events in case there was an emergency on the way to the moon. There's several unique parameters that have to be designed in such a suit, such as how much pressure it can hold, the duration it can hold the pressure for, the amount of leakage that comes out of the suit, all the physiological functions. Each suit that the crew wears is custom built for their unique anatomy. It's your personal environment, it's a personal pressure vessel. It's, in the simplest terms, a body-shaped balloon. Each fit check, the crew gets practice donning and doffing the suit to understand how to rapidly get the suit on in the event of an emergency. The suit is put on very much like any other garment. Instead of the zipper being in the front, it's in the back though. The pants are put on very much just like any pair of pants, and then you would climb into the suit and stand up. Your head will come through the... Is very much similar. And this unique mission is long duration survival in the space capsule environment. In this context, if you're circling the moon or in transit to the moon and have to do a spin around to come back, it could take up to 6 days to return home. In this case, the suit has to be designed perfect to the occupant wearing it. The person is provided with all the necessities to support life for that duration, including food, drink, air, and bodily waste management as well. The orange layer is actually Nomex. And the Nomex is designed to keep the crew safe in case of a contingency heat or flashover event. The orange, in particular, is chosen because the capsule lands at sea. So international orange is very, very visible for maritime recovery. The blue V that runs down the chest of the suit is part of the torso harness that's sewn underneath the cover layer. Each of those is designed for reflectivity. Should crew come in, shine a light on them, instantly they know where to grab and how to save the crew. Working here on these suits is an absolute privilege. The weight of it is also incredible in knowing the ultimate responsibility that you and the team share. That crew is the number one priority. It's kind of overwhelming in a sense. It's exciting in a sense. It's awe-inspiring in every possible way. I have a feeling
Three team of flight controllers. Qualities, specific science team of the moon from got
Artemis Flight Control Room here.
Got the highlights.
This is Mission Control Houston from inside the Artemis Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center. We are at a mission elapsed time of 2 days, 17 hours, 58 minutes, and counting. The Orbit 3 team of flight controllers is currently on shift in mission control, and we are gearing up for crew wake at a mission elapsed time of mounting away from Earth. And we're all reminded pointing away from Earth and 110,000 miles away from the Moon. While the crew has been asleep, we have received some downlinked images from Integrity. So let's take a look at them. Here we can see Commander Reed Weissman through Orion's window. We can see him looking out, watching the Earth grow smaller. And we're all reminded that every single giant leap begins with leaving something familiar behind. Let's go over to our next image. And there we have Mission Specialist Christina Cook looking at our blue marble that's giving us some perspective on humanity's innate need to explore. Very inspirational photos coming down from the crew while we wait for them to wake up in just under a minute from now. For now, this is Mission Control Houston.
Good morning. There's a couple items I did want to talk with you before we got too much of the day going, so if you had a couple minutes, I had a few big picture words.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Big picture today, we have canceled OTC-2 burn. We are replacing it with some maneuvers and a checkout of the wastewater dump. So at 18:35, about 30 minutes from now, we're going to maneuver to an attitude that will put the sun onto that wastewater vent line. We have increased the heater temperatures on the nozzle and the lines themselves. And we're hoping that if the problem is the freezing of the vent lines, why we couldn't do the wastewater dump last night, then this will give us a chance to see if we were able to solve that.
This is Artemis Mission Control. Mission elapsed time, 2 days, 18 hours, 45 minutes into the flight of Artemis 2, the first flight of humans aboard the Orion spacecraft. You're getting a live look outside Orion right now. The teams are maneuvering the spacecraft in the solar array wings. As you heard earlier, we are not having the outbound trajectory correction burn today. This was deemed unnecessary and has no impact to the mission or the lunar flyby. The translunar injection burn put the vehicle on the correct path back on flight day 2. And therefore, the team and Mission Control agreed that we could skip both outbound trajectory correction burn 1 as well as that second burn today. Skipping that second burn also allows the team to continue troubleshooting some of the universal waste management system issues that cropped up last night. There was a wastewater dump planned last night, a very routine and regularly scheduled action, and it terminated after only dumping 3%. So the wastewater tank, part of the
if needed to block out that sunlight, but the shades will help us with the temperature constraint on the windows.
Okay. So we have our makeshift T-shirt on window 1. Is that one okay to stay up then based on what you said? And we'll take off the window 2 shade.
And Integrity Huntsville's with you.
Yes, good Integrity more.
Control, you're getting a live look.
We will work on that right now. It might just take us a minute, and I'll try to start routing the video.
This is Artemis Mission Control. You're getting a live look inside the Orion spacecraft, named Integrity by the Artemis 2 crew. They are setting up for a public affairs event. Today they'll be speaking with NBC and CBS.
Integrity, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, from inside Integrity, we are ready for the event.
NBC News, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call Integrity for a voice check.
Integrity, this is Tom Costello with NBC News. Are you hearing us okay?
Hey, Tom, it's great to hear your voice all the way up here, 155,000 nautical miles from Earth. How are you doing?
I'm well. Congratulations on your mission so far. I'm told this is the farthest interview ever conducted in history, and I'm wondering, how does it feel right now to be in a place that nobody has been since 1972?
Honestly, it is unbelievable that we in 1972, just being up here and seeing how difficult this is and how hard the team is working. We do have a little bit of echo on your call. We'll try to turn it down when we're answering, but this is a magnificent accomplishment to be up here, to see the moon, to see the Earth, and to know that we are between those two celestial bodies, and you can see it when you look out the window. The Earth is almost in full eclipse, the moon is almost in full daylight, and the only way you could get that view is to be halfway between the two entities. It is truly awe-inspiring up here.
I think as we go into Easter Sunday, thinking about, all the cultures all around the world, whether you celebrate it or not, whether you believe in God or not, this is an opportunity for us to remember where we are, who we are. We go into Easter Sunday.
Almost in full eclipse, the moon is almost in full daylight, and the only way you could get that view is to be halfway between the two entities. It is truly awe-inspiring up here.
I think as we go into Easter Sunday, thinking about, all the cultures all around the world, whether you celebrate it or not, whether you believe in God or not, this is an opportunity for us to remember where we are, who we are, and that we are the same thing, and that we got to get through this together.
This is
we are, who we are, and that we are the same thing, and that we got to get through this together.
This is Artemis Mission Control at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. We have now reached exactly 3 days since the launch of Orion. You just heard the call to the crew that the solar arrays are in motion. Ahead of taking a photo, we're looking to get a picture of the crew in the windows of Orion. Photos are the priority of this event, so we'll stand by to see if we still have streaming, but regardless,
taking the Integrity Houston, our saws are in position to take this family portrait, so sometime in the next few minutes we'd love to invite you to the windows to get it done. Thanks. All right, everybody, we're taking the picture, so say cheese and stay still for about 30 seconds while we perform this photography bracket from the saws.
Okay, we'll freeze in 3, 2, 1, mark.
we've had some great views both and test it's 6 miles away. And test it's 6 degrees of freedom and 3 degrees of freedom. If you look closely in the background, you can see NASA astronaut and pilot.
Back to where the RHC was released.
Elemental flight test.
And Jenny, we are going to switch pilots now. This will be myself in the seat and making comments.
Copy, we're following the swap. Thank you.
And currently on your screen, you can see CSA astronaut Jeremy Hansen and NASA astronaut Christina Cook swapping places as they continue through the manual piloting developmental flight test objective. Is that a spacecraft move, roll, pitch, and yaw?
Okay, I'm going to make a comment on the pitch up.
Moves, there are 3 translational degrees of freedom, forward, backward, up and down, and left and right, and 3 rotational degrees of freedom, which are roll, pitch, and yaw.
Okay, I'm going to make a comment on the pitch up. There was some roll there, so go ahead and hold it at the bottom. And Houston, we have some Earth now is in the sort of largest Mare field, the one that sort of makes up most of the very western side of what you can see on the near side.
In 3 dimension and absolutely unbelievable. This is incredible.
Kathy Moonjoy.
In 3 dimension and absolutely unbelievable. This is incredible.
Kathy Moonjoy.
Yeah, wow. I do think that
4:30 a.m. Eastern, the Orbit 3 team of flight controllers will begin
mission specialist Christina.
Mission elapsed time, 2 days, 18 hours, 45 minutes into the flight of Artemis 2, the first 5 humans aboard the Orion spacecraft. You're getting a live
and that we are the same thing and that we got to get through this together.
We have now get a picture of the crew in the window.
Space management system.
Almost in full eclipse. The moon is almost in full daylight, and the only way you could get
Spacecraft and helps protect the astronauts on launch day in emergency situations and throughout high-risk parts of the mission near the moon, and especially during that high-speed return to Earth. It's managed by a team in a lab here at NASA's Johnson Space Center, and each suit is tailored to the crew member's anatomy and includes
designed to keep the crew
western side of what you can see on the near side. There is a
That is Imbrium.
yeah.
This is Mission Control Houston coming to you live from the ARTEMIS.
Christina.
Space the crew 115,000. Coverage. She'll take you through the next few hours as we kick off